What is up, guys? Welcome back into the channel. So we are continuing our, I guess, farm trend. We have the 98. We have 2 trailers of hay that need to be delivered. One trailer is my new car hauler trailer I bought a few weeks ago. Hasn't been on the channel. I've used it a handful of times already. Picked it up for 1,200 bucks, so I can't complain. It's in really good shape, actually. And yeah, we went to go use it the other day, or pull it out of the barn, and what do you know, the flat tire bandit strikes again. So yeah, we gotta change one of the tires out. No big deal though. Like I said, for 1,200 bucks, I will not complain. But yeah, we got a nail right there. All right. Oh, you guys probably can't see it. But yeah, we have a nail in the tire. No, it's not just sunk down in the dirt. So I'm hopefully gonna get this thing jacked up. Like I said, I went ahead and bought new tires already for this. So I have 5 total rim and tire combos. I took the spare, had a new tire put on it, and then we'll just find probably one of the best or better out of the 3 remaining, because obviously this one has a nail, so it's automatically going to get changed. But we will find the better out of the 3 and keep it as a spare. But yeah, for 1,200 bucks, I bought this. It's got the ramps. It's 18 foot long. I bought a little toolbox. I'm gonna get rid of this giant box up here. Bought a little toolbox that will stick up here on the tongue. And then I got a spare tire mount that hopefully we can mount up here, and the spare tire will sit up here because obviously we won't have this giant box taking up a lot of our room. We can have a spare tire. So enough of me jabbing. Let's go ahead and grab the tools, the jack, all that, and get this thing jacked up and hopefully changed. So here we have our handy dandy tire changing tools, whatever you want to call them, kit. Like I said, I'm going to try and jack this up. I don't know where I'm going to jack it up at. I might try and go right underneath the frame right there and just try and get this up. But we have an assortment of sockets. Obviously, you know me, don't have the handle for our Husky bottle jack. So we're going to use the old pry bar, stick it in here and give her a few good pumps. But yeah, like I said, hopefully we can go right underneath, get this thing high enough to get this one slid off and the new one slid on, and then go deliver this hay. So yeah, wish me luck. Hopefully you guys can see me all right. Oh, that's where we're gonna try and go with this, I guess. Grab our pliers, make sure this is tight. Bad thing is, if I go underneath there, I don't think I'm gonna have anything to jack up on. Here, we'll go. Try and go right in there. Like I said, it never fails. You go to use something on the farm and either you don't have a hitch pin, or the tire's flat, or there's 37 pieces of equipment you gotta move to get to it. So I guess that's the perks of living on a farm. But like I said, guys, once we get this hay unloaded, my plan is with this trailer, I'm gonna clean it up. I gotta fix the ramps. It's got new lights and stuff on it. But for the 1,200 bucks, like I said, I went ahead and bought brand new tires for it. It's got dual brakes on both axles. So that's a plus. We're gonna have the spare tire mount, the new toolbox, and then I'm probably just gonna either paint it the same gray as my truck, or I might just shoot it all black and then maybe do the wheels gray or something. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Color wise right now, it's just red. So.
Twelve seconds later.
All right, so we had to call reinforcement in and get a block. So we are jacked up, tires clear. Now just to find, I'm gonna say it's probably a 3/4. Nope, it is much bigger than a 3/4. 13/16. So we're gonna get this thing buzzed off of here, get this other tire thrown on here, and then we'll be ready to go deliver hay. Well, guys, we are loaded. As you can tell, I got my brother-in-law with my trailer behind me. You probably can't see him, but we are off to deliver this hay. I think there's right at about 200 square bales on the Gooseneck, or excuse me, about 110, 120 on the Gooseneck, and about 80 to 90 on my trailer. So right at 200 bales total. So we're gonna go get these delivered. It's hot outside, so hopefully we can get it done fairly quick. And yeah. Well, there was 220 bales on both combined trailers. We had 96 on my little trailer, which is on my brother-in-law's cess truck right there. And then the remainder was on the Gooseneck. So we are heading home. I'm gonna leave my truck and the Gooseneck hooked up because we're doing a little bit of round baling at a neighbor's house tomorrow, and we're probably gonna use mine to load them out and then probably hook my little trailer up to Dad's truck. But yeah, everything worked out, went really smooth, other than it being really hot and having to unload everything kind of sucked. But homebound we go, and I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully you guys will be able to hear me all right. Like I said, we've been doing more farming style videos here. The clanking that you're hearing on the round baler, we have a couple bent pickup tines, so they're kind of curved. So when they come around, they kind of scoop the hay and suck it into the baler. There's a couple that are kind of bent at an angle, and as they come around, there's a guard, and that's what they're hitting, that guard. So I need to get them replaced. But like I said, I need to get those teeth changed, or those tines changed. But everything else, knock on wood, has been going smoothly. Dad just dumped another bale back there. But I think I'm gonna head home and grab the pickup truck and trailer, and we will get out here and get, well, hopefully some of these bales loaded. So the guy raking hay over my shoulder back here, Lauren, he said he can get us loaded. It's technically his farm that we're at. We're just helping him out. This hay is some really nice quality stuff, so we're gonna hopefully get everything put on our trailers and then backed into the barn right away, because they are calling for some rain later this evening and tomorrow, which is Sunday. So like I said, Dad's rolling right now. Dad cut this field. Lauren used his little tedder to blow everything apart, and then like I said, he's using his rake right now. But the bad thing is you look at it, and I think there's 8 or 9 acres out here. You look at it and you think, man, there's a lot of hay out here, but there's really not. It's the windrows are so far apart. Like, Dad hasn't even baled down through this windrow, and I bet there's 25 to 30 feet in between each windrow. And then you jump to, I'll call it number 2 and number 3 windrow, and there's probably 15 feet in between each windrow, and so on. So I mean, there's gonna be a few bales out here. Is there gonna be 20 to 30? No, probably not, but enough good quality hay that we should be able to satisfy one of our round bale buyers and be good to go. So like I said, I'm gonna go hop in the pickup truck, and hopefully by the time I get back here, Lauren can start loading me, and we can get bales taken back. Good thing is we have my car hauler and the Gooseneck, so surely between those two, if we can fit maybe 10 round bales on my car hauler, we can fit I think 4 across the floor, 1 on the back, so there's 9, probably 13 to maybe 15 on the Gooseneck. So we'll see. Guys, those tines are right up in there is what I was talking about, that I think are bent, that are creating that clanking noise. That's the only thing I can see. Which the buyer, when we bought the round baler, they did tell us there was a couple bent ones, but listening to it, that's where it sounds like it's at. And it's not like it changes the more hay you put in it or the less hay. It doesn't create more of a noise one way or the other. So that's why I'm thinking it's them tines. So I'm gonna go ahead and order some and get them changed. But all in all, this baler's been doing really good. These are a 4x5. I mean, it's nice, tight, uniform. Net wrap looks great all the way across. I mean, it's doing a heck of a job. So hopefully we can get the Heston round baler fixed and have 2 of them going eventually. But yeah, all in all, one heck of a purchase.